Hello, my name is Tianna, and today our practice is based all around our quads. If you have tight quads, this video is for you. So before we get started, you are going to need a couple of props. So some yoga blocks, hopefully it's the foam ones, a strap if you need it, and then also a pillow or something to take that pressure off of your knees. So grab all of your props and let's get started. All right, let's get started. We'll get started in a comfortable seated position. I want you to take, if you do have a pillow, go ahead and take that nail and place it underneath of you so that you can sit up nice and high. We begin every practice with the breath. And even though this is a focused practice all for our quads, we still get to get in that breath because we never really take a lot of time to just sit and breathe. And we don't really realize how beneficial that is for our muscles, for our mental. So let's take our breaths. We're going to take 5. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. And exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale, release. 2 more, inhale in. Exhale, release. 1 more, inhale in. Exhale, release. We're going to take that hand out to the side and gently walk it behind you. Take that extra arm, that front arm, in front and look behind you. Really just going to relax those shoulders. Get that chest open. And then unravel. Come over to the other side. So take that arm behind you. Turn and look behind you. Going to open up that chest. Before we get into those quads. Coming back to center. Taking the shoulders up. And back, and up, and back. Give your body a stretch here. So taking those hands right behind you, fingertips extend behind you. I want you to press your chest forward, lift the chest. And on that exhale, come back. We're gonna lean the hands forward, come to that tabletop position. Unravel. Can move your pillow off to the side for now. Taking your hands to that tabletop position, giving your hips a rock from left to right. Want us to warm up our body first before we go into the quad. So tucking your toes, push back to your downward facing dog, paddle your feet out, move your body. And push back to your downward facing dog. Now, if your quads or your legs are already tight, bend those knees. That is okay. You can walk the feet in to where the heels are on the mat. Bend down, bend in the knees, push away with the hands. You're looking behind you. Take 1 more full breath. And we're going to walk forward to our forward fold. Leaning forward here. Feel the backs of those legs start to release. Sometimes if our quads are tight, also the back of our legs may be tight. So just want you to feel that stretch on your back of your legs first. Plant your hands. We're going to walk our feet back to that downward facing dog. And walk forward. Back to your forward fold. Walk the feet back, nice and slow. Back to that downward facing dog. With each one, maybe you straighten out the legs just a little more than what you did in the first one. And on that exhale, we're gonna come down onto the knees. You can stay with your feet tucked. We're gonna begin to push into the hands. Bring that arch into the back. Rounding out your shoulders. Pushing away. And on that exhale, untuck the toes. We're gonna bring ourselves all the way up, bringing those arms up overhead, bring the gaze up, pushing the hips forward. Slide back, bend here. And on that exhale, bring the hands down by your side. We're staying up on our knees. Now, if this is too much for you, again, you can bring that pillow out, placing it underneath of your knees. Take that pressure off, maybe even rolling up your yoga mat. I want you to press into the hips. Press the hips forward. Shoulders release. On that exhale, bring your arms up. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring those hands back down onto the mat. We're going to come off of the pillow, moving the pillow to the side. Going to take the right leg, extend it out, and then bring it through to frame the hand. Now, once you're here, if you feel any discomfort, feel free to grab that pillow again, placing it under your knee on the ground. We're going to inhale, bring those arms up overhead, leaning into that hip. So we're pressing forward. Feel the quad. Feel that IT band. Now again, if you want to bring the pillow, just have to bring the pillow down. Still push in. This can be intense on your knee, so that's okay. On that exhale, bring those hands down. Frame your foot, step the knee back. Come back to that tabletop position. We're going to move the pillow to the other side because we're going to use it for the other knee. So if you like, you can take that knee, take the pillow under your knee already. We're going to extend out the opposite leg and then bring it through. Keeping that knee down, you may need to adjust and then sweep the arms up overhead. Again, we're pushing those hips forward. We're trying to release that IT band. So you can't really stretch the IT band, but you can try to release it. And on that exhale, lower the hands back down. We're going to bring the back foot back to that tabletop position. Bring the pillow from underneath of us. Rock yourself out. Now you can also do this with a blanket. You don't necessarily need a pillow. Whatever you have. We're going to move our pillow out the way and we're going to take our block or the pillow. I prefer a block. We're going to sit back. So first have it in the high position. Let's see where your body feels today, especially if your quads are tight. We're going to have those toes untucked and they'll be right behind us. So you're sitting up high first. Notice how your body feels. Again, if there's any pressure in the knee, go ahead and place something under your knees. We're sitting up nice and neutral. Shoulders are back. If you feel like you can come down some more, let's take the block to that medium position. So again, if your quads are tight, you're going to start to feel this. So medium position is this position here. Readjust where you need to. Have your seat. So we're working our way down to our seated hero. And with our seated hero, our body is on the mat with our feet out to either side. Okay? Notice how your body feels here. That gaze is neutral, shoulders are relaxed. Are we ready to take it down one more? It's all based on how you feel. I'm going to take it down to the low position. And that's this one here. Maybe this is where you want to be, and that is perfectly okay. If you'd like to take this a little bit deeper in your feeling, maybe I want to get a deeper stretch within my quads, you'll release the block completely, and you'll have a seat right in the middle of your feet. So you can bring those feet out just a little bit wider so you can have a seat all the way down. Now again, this is you're going to feel this right here in that band, that psoas, those quads. So if you start to feel like this is maybe too much for me, get your block. Maybe get your pillow. If you're kind of in between, if you have a high block. Now wherever you are, if you're on the block or not, we're going to begin to bring those hands behind us. So you can keep your hands extended out here, making sure that chest is lifted. You can stay here, or you can begin to bring yourself back. So you can push back, shift the weight into the hands. You can come down onto your forearms. And if you're feeling extra stretchy and you really want to get that stretch here in your quads and even in your hips, you can begin to lower yourself all the way down onto your back. Now being mindful that you want to keep your knees down on the ground and try to get your body to relax here. So again, if you're not comfortable in this position, feel free to come out of it. You can also take a block, place it under your head. If you feel like you don't want to go too low, you can also place one underneath of your back. And then you can place one behind your head. So this can be almost like a yin posture here, where you really get to relax your body and let your body release and relax. You can also do this maybe with your head close to the chair, if you want to bring a chair. If you have one of those slope pillows, you can also do that here. But wherever you are, we're going to begin to bring ourselves forward, coming all the way up. So if your hands are here, begin to walk yourself up. We're going to come forward into that tabletop position, stretch out each foot one at a time. And bring it back in, moving the hips. So we're gonna come down onto our belly. Now, if you'd like a strap to put around your foot, go ahead and make your loop now and place it on your right foot, because we are going to use this on our way down. So you can go ahead and place the strap there now, make it a little bit easier. Lower yourself down. We're going to bend the knees and roll our quads, top of our thighs, on the mat from left to right. We're getting as much of the leg on the ground. You can also do this on a foam roller if that feels good. Release the rest of your tension from your body. We're going to lower down that left leg as we hug in the right. So again, if we already have that strap on there, we're going to take the strap, all the way up towards the foot. Keep that knee in line with the other foot, connected to both thighs together as much as possible. We're going to begin to tighten that strap as we bring the heel down towards the glute. Now you can do it this way using your strap, or you can bring your hand to the top of your foot, bending that foot down towards your glute. Whatever feels comfortable to you and wherever you are. I know those quads might be a little tight, so you want to do whatever's comfortable for your body at this moment. Just remember to release the tension anywhere else in your body. That knee may lift off of the ground, but you want to keep the thighs together. On that exhale, we're going to grab the strap, lower down the leg. Take one full breath before we transition to the other side. So again, we're going to bend that knee, transition our loop. So bring that strap around your foot. And then when you're ready, bringing that foot towards your glute. I like to bring it here up at the top because you're not stressing your arms. So bringing it around and behind you. Bringing that heel close to that glute. Again, if you don't want the strap or you don't have one handy, you can also bring your hand down if you'd like to get a little bit deeper into that stretch. Now let's talk some strap alternatives. If you don't have a strap handy, you can use a belt, a towel, anything that can be a little bit more, loose to get you where you need to be. A towel might be too thick for this, but whatever is comfortable for you, whatever you have handy. Gonna release the strap. You can bring it over to the side. Gonna bend both knees again. Gonna rock our thighs. And this time we're gonna bend both knees towards our glute. Now, if it's too much, it might be too much with the strap for both feet. You can also bring your hands back. If it's available, bringing those heels down towards your glute. Keeping the knees together again as much as possible. Releasing the tension from your shoulders. And when you're ready, releasing the legs back. Just take one breath. Allow your body to fully release here. Gonna bring those hands right underneath of our shoulders. Press away, push back to that tabletop position and all the way to your child's pose. Feel that release from your hips, from your shoulder blades, your lower back. Gonna gently bring ourselves forward as we tuck our toes and push for our downward facing dog. Pushing away with your hands, getting those heels close to the mat, looking behind you. Let your body release. So we're going to take that right foot and bring it forward. Then we're going to walk that foot all the way across to the left hand, and we're going to drop that knee down. You can put a block underneath of your body for this one. So right under that hip, place your block. So under your right hip, place your block. Now you're welcome to stay here. If this is already too much for your body, it's okay. If not, you can bend the back knee. So I want you here. Bend that back knee, bring it up. If you'd like to place a strap onto your foot, you can do that. And you can pull that foot towards your body. If you don't need the strap and you'd like to reach back and grab your foot with your hand, you can also do that as well. Now this can be a very intense stretch. We're really putting pressure on that IT band and your quadriceps. So you may want to come to this stretch with caution. Again, that strap is going to allow you to just bring it up where you want it and maybe not in too close. Okay? I'm going to take 2 more breaths wherever we are. And on that exhale, slowly release the leg back down. Release the strap. We'll come back into our hands, push to that downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, move your hips. We're going to bring that left leg forward. Walking that foot over towards the right hand. We're going to come down onto that knee. Readjust our block under our hip. Sit back wherever you need it. You don't necessarily need the block, but if you do. Again, you can put that strap behind your foot. Having both hands down, begin to bend that back foot. Now, if you'd like to slip the strap on, you can do that. Maybe you'd like to slip it on before you get into this posture, completely up to you. And when you're ready, we're going to begin to bring that foot back. Whatever's comfortable for you. I want you to bring it over your shoulder because we're not going to really flex too much within that arm. I want to keep that stretch within your hip. Again, you can always lean the hand back. Hold on to your foot. Bringing that foot back towards your body. And release the foot, release the strap. Plant your hands in front of you, tuck your back toe, push back to your downward facing dog, pedal your feet out here. Shift the weight back into your heels. We're going to move this block, gently come down onto our knees, untucking your toes. Shift back again to that downward facing dog, to that child's pose. Gently coming back up. We're going to lower ourselves and come to that seated position. Gently bringing those hands to heart center and our thumbs into our chest. I want you to thank yourself for showing up for you. I hope those quads are feeling much better. Thank you for allowing me to share my practice with you. Have a great day. Namaste. One more thing before you go. Don't forget to like this video and also leave me a comment below on how you enjoyed today's practice. I am very, very interested in your journey and how you're enjoying your classes. Please remember to also subscribe to the channel and then also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I go live. I hope to see you in the next video, and until then, don't forget to live life with intention.